Not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me.
Is that the assault?
That was it.
That's the assault? This is what this Long Island audit guy got him in trouble for? Sean, you soft, man.
You'll be lucky you don't leave here in cuffs today.
I'm not gonna leave. Why would I leave here in cuffs?
Because you assaulted me on camera.
I'm gonna be right here like this. Like this, because I'm still working here. Allied University basically removed me to a site that was less hours, less pay.
As far as I can tell, he is not violent. He's not using profanity. He's been incredibly polite.
There has to be accountability here.
Right, okay. So
that's what I'm asking for.
Dr. Phil, he'll even tell you he bleeds blue.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. On June 20th, 2024, Allied Universal Security Guard Trey, who assaulted me during one of my First Amendment audits in Virginia, as well as Sergeant Tristan Grunder, both appeared on the Dr. Phil show. Trey blatantly lied about our interaction and pretended to be a victim. He even went so far as to cry on national television, stating that a veteran took his life because of my interaction with said veteran. The problem is I never had any interaction with a veteran during the audit. Before we expose Trey, let's expose Sergeant Tristan Grunder and his partner Sergeant John Rappa. Both Grunder and Rappa are currently employed by the Gainesville Police Department in Florida. They also work for a company called Advanced Police Concepts. I'll leave a link to the company's Facebook page in the description so you can learn more. Sergeants Grunder and Rappa also host a podcast where they spew pro-police propaganda. On a recent episode, they spoke about Sergeant Grunder's experience on the Dr. Phil show.
Dr. Phil, on to his credit, because I always appreciate anybody who is a diehard law enforcement fan. Dr. Phil, he'll even tell you he bleeds blue.
You should probably get that checked out.
Full transparency, I was invited to go on the Dr. Phil show, but I politely declined. I didn't know who was going to be on the show at the time. I just thought it would be a complete waste of my time, and I was right. However, Josh from Accountability for All did appear on the show, and this is what Sergeant Grunder said about him.
I informed Dr. Phil show that it would be their best decision to keep us apart. Period. Because
be honest, bro.
I didn't want to put you in the fucking mouth because I was literally I watched a couple of your things and I was like, man, fuck this dude. And so I'm like, listen.
You don't sugarcoat it, bro.
Yeah,
I think if you'd have put him in the green room prior to the interaction, I think things could have got very ugly.
It would have been bad.
Yeah. You know, because of roid rage.
Don't sugarcoat it, bro. Be honest. Let the world know you wanted to viciously assault a man because you don't like the way he exercises his rights. We're law enforcement. Everyone knows that's our MO. Now let's hear their thoughts on yours truly.
There are levels of auditors. You got that Long Island auditor guy, Sean. He's a smug asshole.
Remember, everyone, the chief of the Gainesville Police Department, Nelson Moya, approves of these officers spewing their hateful rhetoric to the world.
We had to get permission from the chief.
Obviously got permission from the chief.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Now let's take a look at my interaction with Allied Universal Security Guard Trey to expose his lies. We will come back to these officers a little later. We aren't done with them just yet.
You gotta go.
What'd you say?
I said you gotta go.
Who are you?
You gotta go. The boss said you have to go. Come on.
Who are you? Allied Universal?
Yes.
And your name?
Come on.
Come on what?
So you one of them.
Why are you saying I'm one of them?
I'm one of them. I wanted to be like recording it. I be watching a lot of videos. I see this, but you making people feel real uncomfortable.
I'm gonna give you all contact up there.
Okay.
Yeah, so who's the boss that says I have to go?
You can't be recording people. You can't be recording.
Why is that?
What you mean? Why is that? It's people privacy.
Oh no, why is there a camera? There's a camera over there in the corner of the office.
That's for security. Are you security?
Oh, so it's for security. So if it's for security, it's okay.
Are you security?
Why would
Are you security?
No, I'm not
So are
security.
you recording people?
So you can only record people if you're security?
You gotta go, bro.
Yeah, no, I would just calm down if I were you, just a little bit.
You got to go, bro, for real.
Yeah, no.
You got to go. You want me to call 911?
Let's check out the rest of the building. There you go, excuse me. Another friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we record them.
Yeah. That's that reason. Come on. You go ahead.
it makes people feel uncomfortable, I guess.
But I think we should train the people to be more comfortable.
Come on, you go ahead.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. Just
No, this is why I'm waiting.
no, I'm okay. I'm not leaving right now. I'm just gonna get a couple. Thank you.
You can't record people that don't want to be recorded.
Well, it's using the language because you're saying they can't. It's okay.
It's like a privacy thing.
But it's
so if I put my phone to your face like this all day, sure. You cool with that?
If I go into a private,
If I put my phone to your face,
No one did that to you.
Were you cool with that? Would you be cool with that? I'm asking the question though.
if we're in public,
If I'm like this all day and while you working, would you be cool with that?
No one did that to you.
something public,
If I'm like this, come on, man. Just answer the question.
I'm trying to answer it. But I'm trying to say that again. If I'm in a public place and I'm doing public things, and somebody is publicly putting their phone in my face,
They don't like
I can ask them to not do that, and then if they don't respond to it, then again, I can.
Or if they don't like it, nobody don't like it.
But right now, what he's doing right now is, I think, for the public good, because this, you can talk to some of the people here, they'll say it's basically a secret, almost a secret. Like, people don't know about it. So when this goes out on YouTube or goes out into the public to just show what things are, what is here, what is available, that's ultimately, it's one, free marketing, two, he's got an audience, probably
Free marketing.
people that are doing it. It's public information. That's why
People
freedom.
don't like to. I understand what you're saying, but people just don't like to be recorded.
Okay, but
So you can come at maybe after hours or something like that.
After hours.
Record outside, but people do not like to be recorded. If I'm just sitting here with my kids and everything, and he comes in with a phone doing all of this, why would I want him to record? I got my kids, I got my everything.
This is the issue, because now if you're bringing it into, if you don't like it, it's still his right to do it. So if he has the right to do it, you are now saying
Other ways.
this is public though, is it not? Like, I don't have to sign anything, there's no membership to come in.
Susan, can you go somewhere? Can you go somewhere?
Is there a
Yeah,
supervisor?
that's cool.
Did you talk to him?
No, I just,
Have you talked to him?
yeah, I told him what I was doing here, and he just doesn't. No one put the camera in your face like that. So
It
don't.
doesn't matter. You're recording people. Everybody upstairs basically holding the like a jump, but they won't record it.
But why?
Here's the truth, because I see you have a cross on your, like, everything's already recorded. So that's why.
No, I explained that to them, sir, and they, you know what they said? I explained that to him, and he says, "Oh, but that's because we're security. We're allowed to." That was his, and I think that sends the wrong message to the people.
Well, I realize. Are you speaking about like security?
Yeah, security cameras. Yeah. No.
Heaven's recording everything anyway. So anybody that's doing anything that is not right, they're not going to like being brought out into the light.
I agree with that as well.
This is a public accessible facility, and if they're doing things that are,
Take it outside.
well, yes, why?
I asked you nicely.
Who are you, sir? Hi. How are you? Who are you?
Please, 911.
We're ready, the police has already been called.
Okay, thank
But
you.
do you see?
I asked you nicely to step out because you got customers coming in.
I understand your
They're not
customers.
They're the public. They're citizens.
Customers are coming up to the counter. I need you to step to the side.
Sir, who? I don't even know who you are. Who are you?
Supervisor, I'm one of them.
Okay. You're a supervisor?
Right.
Okay.
I
And
asked
your
you
name,
nicely
sir?
to step outside, please.
Just so I can hold you accountable, sir. Can I get your name?
I asked you nicely to step outside.
Okay. And nicely, I'm going to tell you that I'm just going to continue to exercise my rights, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
But sir, just so you're aware, if you're asking him, he still has the freedom.
I asked you nicely.
Wow. Insane. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a true patriot. This man right here is a true patriot.
The way he's going about doing it is not,
Ma'am, you can cover your face, but I just want to say really quick, ma'am. I just want to say that I did tell people my name is Sean. Hi, nice to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sean, and I'm an independent journalist. I told the coordinator upstairs that, and I told Trey, the security guard, that. See, you don't want to listen. You just want to. Yeah, because you want to paint the narrative you want to paint.
Please don't lock the door. As a citizen, I'm asking, please don't lock the door.
Excuse me.
Our office is closed at the present
They're
time.
not closed. You have members of the public in there. Don't do this. Don't do this.
The office is closed
It's
at the
not
present
closed.
time.
It's not closed. It's not
Do you
closed.
want
We
the-
need to
do you
hold you
want-
accountable.
I
He's
want
the
the door
supervisor.
shut.
You want the door shut?
I want it shut, and I want it.
You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. Stop. Get off of me, man.
Is that the assault?
That was it.
That's the assault?
That's it. So,
This is what this Long Island audit guy got him in trouble for? Wait, that's the assault? Come on, that's weak, bro. Sean, you soft, man.
Now, Sergeant Rappa, that's not very nice. You're a law enforcement officer. You should know the law. Trey clearly broke the law. As far as being soft, let me ask you a question, Sergeant Rappa. If I were to push you in the same exact way that Trey pushed me, what would you have done? My guess is that you would have gone into a roid rage. Remember, you said you take them, not me. And you and your brothers in blue would jump me and beat me down, then charge me with a felony assault on a law enforcement officer. Am I right, Sergeant? Would your brothers in blue call you soft for arresting me and beating me? I don't think they would.
So, Sean, the auditor, pushes charges on this poor guy, Trey. Trey's the security guard.
yeah.
Right, seems like a nice guy. He's just doing his job. And when, I watched the video, he was following orders from his boss.
The old just following orders excuse.
And so now you got a whole soy boy fan base that shows up.
Soy boy fan base. Did you know, Sergeant Rappa, that some of your brothers in blue support me? Are they soy boys? Is anyone not on steroids a soy boy to you?
And then gives this poor guy even more grief. They're bullies.
We're not fans. You can get your point across without
being a bully.
Without
harassment.
bullying.
Yeah.
Without some of the antics, the tough talk.
Sean, you soft, man. He's a smug asshole. Sean from from Long Island dipshit. They're bullies.
We're not fans.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? It seems to me that you are the bully here, Sergeant Rappa. You laughed when Sergeant Grunder said he would commit violence against an auditor. You've called me a dipshit, smug, and a frauditor. Don't worry, I know you're just trying to bait me, right? Lucky for you, I'm not in law enforcement and I'm not a fish, so I do not take bait. I am in control of my own emotions and take accountability for my actions. It's truly scary that you train law enforcement across the country. You need to raise your standards, Sergeant. Now let's get back to exposing Trey's lies.
Don't resist the
Hey, get off of me.
because you gotta don't put yourself in a situation where you're
Well, you saw him, right? Now I'm going to hold him accountable when the officers get here. You're going to get an education here today. I'm telling you that. You're going to get an education here today. You're going to get an education. You're going to. And you're going to be held accountable one way or another.
Oh my God, man, be quiet. I don't care what you're talking about. I really don't.
So you're going to either lose your job, that's for sure. I'll be back here. I'm from far away from here, but I'll be back to see if you're still working here. I promise you that.
Yeah, that's why I like that. And I'll be right here like this. Like this, because I'm still working here. What are you talking about?
You won't
Go
be.
ahead.
You won't be.
Oh my God.
You'll be lucky you don't leave here in cuffs today.
I'm not gonna leave. Why would I leave here?
Because you assaulted me on camera. You assaulted me on camera.
You was by the door.
Real smart.
You was by the door.
Real smart.
You was by the door.
And not only on camera, in front of a witness.
How you doing? Yeah, just go in the only staff room. They'll let you in.
Go in which way? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Other one.
Look, this poor woman can't even get inside because of this joker. How you guys doing? Yeah, so I'm just over here taking some pictures and video in the publicly accessible areas of this public agency. Yeah, sure, no problem. Of the public agency over here, and I'd like to press charges on the security officer inside. He assaulted me.
Okay. Can you tell me what he did?
He assaulted me, pushed me.
I understand. He pushed you?
He pushed me. That's correct.
All right.
He had pushed me. I want some accountability. They are selectively closing the Employment Commission just for me, which is discrimination against myself in particular and my rights. They letting everyone else into the Employment Commission here. They're not allowing, that's the security guard over there, but they're not allowing me in only because I have a camera. And as you know, it's protected activity. I'm not causing any disturbances or anything. I've tried to de-escalate best I can. I told them my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just stress testing the government and to see and exercising my rights, to see how the government reacts to me exercising my rights. And I'm working on a story to distribute that to the public. Can I get your names and badge numbers just so I have it?
So, So, I'll let you.
Can I get your name and badge number, sir, before you go?
Yeah, you can get it in a second. So now, as far as if you want to press charges, it's gonna be like exchange of information. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
Oh, I would understand that you would need to know who I am if I'm pressing charges. Yeah, he assaulted me on camera in front of witnesses. Yeah.
You have like an ID or anything?
I don't have an ID on me. No, I don't carry ID, but I can give you my name and date of birth, whatever you need, just to, like I said.
Well, let's see what we got. I'll be right back.
Yep.
What'd you say your name was, bud?
I just want him to go over here a little bit. I want to make sure he's not lying on me or anything. Because the camera doesn't lie.
If I may, the disturbance was the reaction to, because again, if he's got a constitutionally protected right, and I mean, God is witness, I don't personally know him. I just know this is good. This is what you're bound to protect and uphold. And if they who are employees and federal money is going to them to establish all of this, I was trying to keep the peace and help them understand that what they're doing is unlawful. Because if they're discriminating against him just for this fact that he's in a public area, as far as I can tell, he is not violent. He's not using profanity. He's been incredibly polite.
This was exactly what he was doing. He was upstairs, knowing it's like it's smaller upstairs. So everybody's walking, and he's just like this. Everybody's walking.
Terrible man I am, right?
I'm coming in, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that, so that's why they told me to call the police. Then they told me to lock the doors, which that happens.
But I encouraged them to look at what the Constitution is, and even was talking to the supervisor. They did not give me their names. They were even me, like just the fact that I was.
I have no idea who this man is. He was just here.
They know each other. He came in yesterday asking the same question a lot. He did this yesterday. They know each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, and that's irrelevant.
You're lying. You need to have evidence of what you're saying. Just because I'm asking similar questions, again, I have a knowledge that you do not have. That doesn't make me better than you. But if you're going to accuse me of knowing this person when you have no evidence or facts of that,
he's been doing this all day.
Yeah. Would you mind sharing this one? So we don't have this kind of
I guess.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
But as a citizen, I would encourage you to encourage those who are employees here.
Sure.
To not suppress
I'm
the
the
rights
senior
of
director of
people.
Center.
I totally.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Totally am sympathetic to that. At the end of the day, what I would just like to resolve this peacefully. I would like everyone to resolve this peacefully. If you feel that they have violated your civil rights, that is going to be the time between you and them. As far as
for sure, in a court of law, I understand that, but
yes,
but
as far as
yeah, our civil rights, my civil rights were definitely were violated today. But I would say there was also a crime committed here today that I need accountability for. That I was explaining to the other your officer over here. Can I just get your name and badge number? I'm sorry, sir.
It's Officer Martinson, 36092.
Okay, yeah. So, officer, the security guard has no right to put his hands on me and assault me, and that's what he did. And as a citizen, I am.
Were you harmed? Was there?
That's not the way the law works.
The Code of Virginia doesn't have a separate battery charge. There's not a.
It's assault and battery. They're together. No, he pushed me, but it's on camera. And like I said, assault and battery. I'm very well familiar with the assault and battery charge in the state of Virginia, and it 100% applies here. Even if you don't hit, if you have to put somebody in reasonable apprehension of fear, that's the way the statute's written. So if I just cocked back and I was going to hit you and I didn't, but I put you in fear, that's still an assault. So by actually hitting me and putting me in fear and of my life and bodily injury, that is 100% assault. And as a security officer, not even you as a law enforcement officer, no one has the right to do that to anyone, and I want him held accountable.
Okay, so what would you like from us at this point?
I would like you to charge him with assault and battery.
So I can't charge him right now, okay? Because what?
Of course you can. But if I did it, you would charge me 100%.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, go ahead.
I would, if the roles were reversed, I would give the exact same explanation that I'm about to. Okay.
Sure, I'm listening.
At the end of the day, I have one party who says that he was assaulted. Can you present me with any physical evidence of an assault?
I have it on camera.
Okay, but as far as on your person right now, you don't have any cuts, bruises, anything like that.
But you asked for
now,
physical evidence.
as a citizen of Virginia, you have the ability to take out misdemeanor charges against any other citizen of Virginia. Okay. We will get the security guard's information for you, and you will have the ability, since it's a misdemeanor that didn't happen in my presence, you'll have the ability to take out that charge yourself going to a magistrate.
But if you're seeing it on video, it is. I've dealt with this before, officer. Can I? You know what? Can I please speak to a supervisor? Sure. Thank you. I appreciate it, officer. Thank you.
272-2430. If I just may make the request prior to me leaving, is just to have the information of the managers here.
I think we can get that.
Because as far as you know, what is the procedure if there is a public employee that is not acting lawfully, or like what's the civil way instead of going the criminal route? What's the civil way to handle a government employee not performing his duties?
At the end of the day, it'd kind of be the same process, except
Okay. Unfortunately,
unfortunately, it would pretty much almost be the same.
Officer.
Absolutely ridiculous. I promise you, if I would have done that to him and he would have told them, they would have immediately put me in handcuffs. No question. I guarantee you. But when it seems like they're all in line, it's kind of more of a protective thing. Like, oh, he's security, so it's a little different.
Well,
Which is,
I mean, like, part of
no one's above the law.
Part of this Constitution. What's that? Thank you. Part of the Constitution is to actually disperse knowledge, and so from my perception right now, I just believe the security guard is acting very ignorant. He is very sincere in his belief. He said some lies, which is true, and I think unfortunately the footage will show that. But he's under the sincere impression that he's just doing what he's told. The managers have told him to get this guy out, and therefore he's kind of being the again like
a middleman.
Yeah, the scapegoat a little bit of just, again, he's not acting completely right, but I believe the real responsibility is on those managers who are shutting down the entire, like this gentleman, shutting down the entire career works just to us two because we're pointing out what he's doing is unlawful. Because this is not, you can't just shut a public facility down. There's no threat. He's not been violent. Neither of us have weapons. We're not cursing. We're being, as far as I can tell, incredibly reasonable. There's definitely tension. But that in and of itself is not a crime. That's not a reason to lock down a public facility.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
What's going on?
Can I just get your name?
Yeah, Sergeant Greason.
Sergeant Greason.
Yeah, is this the other person with you? Is this person with you?
No, he was here when I got here. He's just a witness, I guess.
Okay.
He's not with me at all. But yeah, I was just here, exercising my rights. I'm sure you know that, Constitution protected activity. I won't go too much into that, but I was trying to be cordial with everyone, and they didn't seem to like it, which sometimes that does happen. Some people don't like it. I don't understand, but that is what it is. So my problem is why I called you is that I feel like there's no justice being done here, no accountability. The security officer inside assaulted me, and on camera, in front of a witness, he insulted me, right? All those things, and I'm demanding that he be arrested for that and charged for that. But apparently, your officers are saying that I have to just go to court myself as a victim, and I feel like that's really backwards, because if you have video evidence, you have eyewitness evidence, and you have my statement that I'm going to write, what makes that security guard? If I put my hands on somebody, I'm going to jail. I know that. I'm a very peaceful man, and I've gone to jail for less. So, but if I put my hands on people, I'm definitely going to go to jail. And the security guard put his hands on me on camera in front of a witness, and there's no accountability here. He's not detained. He's not anything. You have reasonable suspicion to at least detain him, get his information. He gave me his name and date of birth, but again, I shouldn't have to go to court, go swear under oath and all these other things. I shouldn't have to do that when you guys are law enforcement. You guys are here to handle the situation. You guys should be here to handle it. If you want to take my statement, you bring it to court and get a warrant. I mean, I could show you the video. You can hear the eyewitness testimony over here, my sworn statement. I want accountability. I'm a big believer in accountability. I would never, ever put my hands on someone. Never. I would never do that. Never put my hands on someone. So when someone puts their hands on me, I have two options. I could have either escalated the situation and defended myself, which I chose not to do. I chose to have faith in the system and say, you know what, I'll wait till law enforcement gets here and we'll handle it the right way. Because if I would have,
Well, thank you for that.
and if I would have handled it myself, we probably both would have gone to jail for a fight or whatever. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose my freedom. My freedom is very important to me. But again, there has to be accountability here, Sergeant.
Say again?
There has to be accountability here.
Right. Okay. So
that's what I'm asking for.
I'm going to go talk to the security guard.
Sure.
I'm going to talk to this guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to circle back with you.
No problem. Go ahead,
So
Sergeant.
Let me gather all the facts.
Yep. Conducting your investigation. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So stand by.
Yep.
Please.
No problem, Sergeant.
Hello.
How you doing, Sarge?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Can I talk to you privately?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Jeff.
This thing won't stop. Hang on one second.
Yep. No problem.
Hello? Hey.
Take care, guys. You stay safe out there, all right?
I'm sitting here talking to the citizen now. Can I give you a call back or? Hang on, excuse me one second.
Sure, no problem. No problem. It's okay, Sergeant.
I am responsible for a lot of different individuals, so my phone constantly goes off during the day.
It's okay.
Do you have video footage on your phone?
I do have video footage, yeah.
Okay.
Was there security camera footage or?
No. I mean, there was, but there's nothing we could see online.
Okay. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, do you mind?
Sure, no problem. Hold on one second.
You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. Stop.
That was the shoulder and then his hand right there.
Hey, get off.
I mean, I see the hand, but so, and I'm not trying to be funny. You can turn it.
Yeah.
Do I think that's enough for a conviction? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty positive it's enough for a conviction, only because the way the statute for assault and battery is written is that you have to put someone, you don't even have to touch anyone. If I were to just cock my hand back right now and just put you in fear, in reasonable fear of bodily injury, just putting you in fear, I don't have to touch you, that would be enough for a conviction. How do I know? Is because in Virginia, someone has put me in fear of bodily injury, and they were just convicted a couple days ago in a trial.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even put their hands on me like he did.
Yeah.
And there was a regular citizen, they were arrested, and this is my problem, is that I feel as though, because he's security, right, I feel as though he's being held to a different standard. But I believe in holding everybody accountable, because if I take it into my own hands, then you wouldn't want that, right? You wouldn't want me causing a scene and fighting with this man. He has a gun. Someone could have, that's a danger. He's putting his hands on people. You know, as a sergeant, a security officer, their job is to observe and report. They're not supposed to put hands on anybody. I'm familiar with Allied Universal, security company he works for. They have a zero hands-on policy. For that reason, is because you cannot just put your hands on people. And like I said, someone put me in reasonable fear of bodily injury in Fredericksburg,
Sure.
and they were convicted in a trial without even touching me. So obviously he touched me, so he put me, that's an assault and battery. This fits the statute.
So that aside, what happened in, you said Richmond?
Yeah, no.
That aside, what happened in Richmond?
Yeah, I was just giving as an example.
What happened in this particular case? So I did a thorough investigation. I talked to your witness. I talked to the people inside. I tried to review body camera inside. There was nothing evident that stuck out where I could actually see that an assault occurred. So with that being said, the officers are not wrong in what they told you. So they do not have to make an arrest. So you can go down to the magistrate and secure warrants and take out warrants if you believe you were assaulted, show them the video, and that'll come into play when you go to court.
Trial, correct. Yeah.
Trial, yeah. So we're going to give you a report number. We're going to take a report. We have all his information, all the security guards' information, all your information. So we took the report for the assault, and you can go down to the magistrate and take out the warrants. Whether you're rightfully allowed to video record, we're not going to get into the weeds with whether you're allowed to be in there, because it's very unclear what that property is, whether it's public, private, or federal or state. So at this point, we're here for criminal matters. We're going to go ahead and take care of that need. We're going to go ahead and file the report, and that's the...
But I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not trespassing this building.
Excuse me?
I'm not trespassing.
We're not trespassing you at this point.
Okay.
So, no. They
Okay.
don't want to pursue anything with trespassing. No.
Okay.
All right, fellow patriots, I absolutely loved making this video. I love exposing tyrannical law enforcement officers to the world, especially ones who spew pro-police propaganda and advocate for violence against members of the public.
You know, how many cops have been fired for social media posts over the years?
then try to gaslight the public into thinking they're the ones in the wrong. We are the bullies. We are the harassers, yet they engage in that rhetoric, not us. As far as Trey, the video clearly showed he is a liar. He is not a victim. He was the aggressor. He committed an assault. There was never any veteran that I had interacted with. I'll always remember Trey's famous last words.
I'll be right here like this, because I'm still working here.
Turns out he didn't stay at the veteran's office. He was transferred and his hours were cut, forcing him to quit, according to him. Always remember, do not let anyone control your emotions, because then they will control you. Let me know your thoughts on Trey and Sergeant Grunder and Rappa in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.